I've been in the book business virtually all my life. Next month will be 23 years. I started it, owned it since 1998. The struggle, of course, was shutting down for 3 months, and I did the best I could to provide books for people through the mail, hanging them in plastic bags on the door so they could come up and get it. Everyone was very concerned about me and about the virus.
I'm one of a core group of customers that really love coming here, and not just for the books, but for Fran. Yeah, the conversation is as great as the selection of the books.
When the governor said it was okay, opened up as carefully as I could. Everyone has been very cooperative. I've found that there's more interest in books, there's more interest in removing yourself from the computer screen, and an appreciation of small businesses because they can so easily be ruined by shutdowns.
Your local and independent businesses are the lifeblood of your community. They generate real enthusiasm. They kind of give a really an important energy to the community. And people make real connections there. It's not just supporting the business, but recognizing that the business is actually contributing to your life.
So much of the value of it is the connections you make. The friendships, connecting to people, it has begun to be lost because people are so isolated. To me, the appreciation that customers have, people who come in here, that's what I valued from the very beginning. There's something irreplaceable about those connections.
Typically, Record Store Day is the third Saturday in April. And really what it is this celebration, this coming together of artists and fans and independent retail stores. They make exclusive pieces just for independent stores across the country and now across the globe for one day. At Record Archive, we're very, very strict as far as social distancing. In an effort to reduce any kind of queue situation, we handed out time slots for shopping. So it's 15 people for 15 minutes, then we sanitize the room, bring in a new crowd. When I had to lay off my whole staff and close my store for the very first time ever, it was heartbreaking. I had no idea if we were going to survive and actually recover from this. Thanks to an incredibly supportive community, we were able to go from the brink of disaster to really recovering, everybody working together and recognizing that, hey, record stores are valuable and we are an intrinsic part of the community. It's so great to see the support on so many different levels.
It was supposed to be in April and it got pushed back until now. Ultimately what they decided to do is split the one Record Store Day into 3, so it's only the third of the releases, so they're hoping, maybe the third of the amount of people, but it's still pretty busy. We had this big order for Record Store Day in, and we didn't think we were going to have a day to sell it. They figured out a way to do it, safely for everyone, keeping everyone spaced apart. Definitely a good thing for all independent record stores. I'm sure I can speak for everyone. We all needed it because almost all retail business, not just record stores, lost at least 2 months of income. Anything helps, so I'm glad people are still coming out and grabbing all the releases they want and just having a good time and making the best of it. I think they're happy to finally get out and celebrate something. They miss coming into the record store, so this is good for them. Good for us too. We needed it. We were closed for 2 months.
We had over 200 cases come in. Volume, all of our flowers come in fresh. It's a lot of labor getting everything processed, everything into water. Our designers are super organized. We weren't always in this space. This is a design center where we're in right now. We would never have this space in either of our retail flower shops. And it used to be the kind of holiday, because we were so constrained by space, that we just didn't have enough storage space, we couldn't get enough done, and we would literally be doing sleepovers. We'd be here till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Whereas now, because we can spread out and we can cold store things, we can get things done a little bit quicker and more efficiently. Our designers, they've been organizing and working on Valentine's Day the minute Christmas ended. We definitely ramp up our staffing. We're always looking for more drivers for Valentine's Day because you just can't have enough delivery people.
We have to bring in a lot of additional drivers to help out. We're afforded some luxuries that we never had before. We can load our trucks the night before, keep them indoors, and then, with the heat turned way down. Before, we used to have to come in at, between 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and start loading trucks.
We do have designers that are specifically Valentine designers, and even though they're doing it in a productive way, they're still creating artfully designed arrangements, which is what we love about our business, that they can do both.